fire, earth, water, air. And Spirit, thank you, God, Source, Creator, Divine, love this beautiful universe. Angels, archangels, spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestors, past on loved ones, thank you for being here with the collective and I. Thank you for guiding us and comforting us and protecting us and covering us in your love and your patience and your kindness and your forgiveness. And thank you for giving us the will and the power and the drive to do that for ourselves first and foremost. Protect our loved ones, protect our material things that we work so hard for. Thank you for waking me up in the morning. Thank you for waking us up in the morning. Thank you for giving us the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the air that we breathe, the people that we love that are around us, the people that we don't love around us, the people that challenge us in a negative way, that challenge us in a positive way, that help us grow in a positive way, that help us, that feed us positivity, that feed us life, that feed us your light. May that maintain, may that be for as long as you want it to be. Hi guys. Welcome to Inward Revolution. My name is Delana. Thank you guys for being here. It's been a minute. I was gonna come on here last week, but I was sick all last week, mainly the weekend. But I was just pushing through the week, and then when I got home on Friday night, I was just like, my body just was like done. Yeah, so I'm like 80% right now. I still have like a cough or whatever. So if I cough up a lung right now, forgive me. Excuse me, yeah, I had a chest infection, or like not a chest infection. I didn't even go to the doctor. I was just spitting out my phlegm. But anyways, enough about me. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I haven't been here since like the beginning of the Chinese New Year. And then I remember I was like saying happy birthday Aries when it's not even Aries' birthday, it's Pisces. So my bad. Maybe I was getting sick at that point. Just kidding. Anyways, yes, I was gonna go to the park, and then I'm like, you know what? It's cold out. I mean, I was already at the park this morning, like at 6:30, and taking Orion for a walk, but I ended up just not doing that, and I'm here at the house, and nobody's here, so fuck it. Plus, I can't stay here too long, but I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna do this thing. Because I had to go run an errand, and it's, whatever. Anyway, so I was gonna go to the park, but I brought my stuff here. I am gonna read through Scribe with the water. Excuse me. So when I was sick, I was like, in my mind, I was like, fuck, I didn't do a reading. I should have did a reading during the week. That way I'm not like losing in a week, and it didn't happen that way. So everything's supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. I'm not tripping about it. I'm just telling you what was going through my mind. So I was like, man. And then I was like, when the weekend came, I was like, I'm not doing shit. And then like Saturday night, like I was just like sweating. Like I felt like I was just sweating it out, And I thought to myself, like, do I even want to keep on doing this? Like being on YouTube and stuff. And it was Monday. And I was having trouble sleeping on Monday. And then my mind was just like racing. And I kind of like asked the universe and I asked God. And it was like, no, keep going, So that's why I'm here. Because I'm the type of person that like I reevaluate my life like every now and again. Like, do I still want to do this? Do I, and just purging out things that I don't want to do anymore, that don't serve me anymore. I do it quite often with people, with things, with, it's just, does it take up my energy in a negative way? Does it take up my energy? Am I doing it? Is anything good coming out of it, or does it make me feel good still? Like, does it make me happy doing it, or am I doing it just to do it because it's comfortable and blah 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 blah? So there's a lot. I also took the sickness as like a purge, because whenever we're sick, we just need to get things out, and it's also like, things within like the lungs, the heart, like that, that chest area, that's all coming out for me, right? I can only speak upon my experience. So yeah, like that's also purging within myself, like sickness, the way, because I don't get sick very often, and when I do, I get sick. But yeah, I just have been like reevaluating a lot of things like that I do, that I am interested in, that I want to do, that I'm starting to do, that I'm in the middle of doing, or that I won't, that I plan on doing like down the road, that are coming into play right now, and that are barely in their little seed season. And so there's a lot of things that I'm going to stop doing, and there's a lot of things that I have already stopped doing. But I digress. I go back to say there's a lot of things that I reevaluate my life with, because we do a lot of things and then we just kind of leave them to the wayside or whatever. But yeah, there's just a lot of things coming up that are going to be new for me, and I'm excited about them. And there are things that currently right now that I will no longer be doing within my own personal life. So I feel like that's the energy of this as well. Like the final purge is what the new year is. And I know that last weekend, the 28th was like the end of the celebration of the Chinese New Year. But this is a Pisces season, and Pisces is the last of the zodiac wheels. So purging out and coming back into consciousness, if I'm being totally honest, like the past couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe a month and a half, I haven't felt, no, not that long ago, probably like 3 weeks, I haven't felt like good inside, and not per se like I'm all angry and shit, but I have felt like angry or just not connected as much. And I think that was part of the purge. I think that was part of the Chinese New Year. Ever since the Chinese New Year, I felt like disconnected, right? But I think that has a lot to do with me reevaluating my life too, like just stepping away from the matrix, stepping away from this, and not intentionally the last week, but getting sick was for a reason. I also feel it's like the universe saying, sit down, you're doing too much, you know what I mean? So it's like, not taking time for ourselves to just reconnect. And I think that that's what this was as well. Like I felt disconnected, and then now it's like, okay, I don't, I'm not alone in this. I'm not alone in life. I'm not alone doing life. Like, yeah, I may feel alone at times, but like I'm never alone, And I think I felt disconnected from that. So that was why I was also questioning if I wanted to keep on doing this. But yeah, I don't feel that, I haven't felt like that in the past, like since Monday, and I feel really good about that. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. It is 8:30 on a Wednesday, so it's 3, 4, 6. So 6 and 7 is what? 7, 7, 14, 13, 4. It's a 4. It's a stable day. It is a day of stability. This is the fire horse years. So, and this Pisces right now is everything, I feel it's like everything coming up to consciousness so we can act on it in the next month or so. So that's what I feel. Everything that you want to start has been initiated already and gonna come into play in the future. So if you guys are all doing that, if you guys have felt that way as well, you're not alone either. So let's get started. I found these. Yeah. Pardon me, my bag of tricks over here. Fucking rabbit. So I was taking all these cards. Yeah, son of a bitch. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Okay, so I want this. I want this. This is a cool lighter. Up here, and then you one there, and then these are the cards I'll be using. But right now, right now I put in water, and I have the Nag Champa. It's the Hindu oil. I don't know. And then I was going through my stuff and I found this. It's not even herbs, it's cedar. It's wild cedar. And it smells really good. There's a little stem with thorns on there, but that's outside of here. And there's one little straggler. So cutting things out, yeah, there's things that have hurt people. There's things that have, been prickly in your life that you just kind of drew a line with. Funny how that landed. Let's see. The oil, oh, there we go. I'm like, the oil's not doing so much. Let's see. So there's a V here. Ooh, this looks like a butterfly. Oh man. Let me try to bring the camera over here. I want you guys to see what the fuck I'm doing. Get all up in my shit. Alright, hold up. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I hope you can. I don't know where the butterfly went, but I'm gonna have to put my boobs up here because I'm short. Alright. There's a square here. This is like a person at a table. Interesting. That's like the head and the body and the feet right there, and that little square is like the table, and there's like a book. Someone's learning something. Someone's learning something. Someone's at school learning. It could be school. I'm not sure. Or in work in general. Like I said, there's a V here. There is also a Y. There's a number 1 here. And then a Y right there. This looks like to me like a middle finger. What else? I can't really see because of the light. This looks like a little dog. Look. Oh shit, it's right here. You see, like, stop moving. You see, like, the little head and the feet, and like it's sitting down with the little butt in its tail. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, anyways, there's a dog here, and it looks, someone's going to the beach, I feel. There's someone here carrying something. Someone has a frog. These are little animals popping up. There's a frog here. There's also, it looks like a dragon and a crab. Maybe a dragon and a crab is significant to someone. The letter H here. Huh. There's like, it's like I want to say a TV here, but no. Something is, someone broke a TV or something is, someone's screen is damaged, but it also looks like there's being tables set out. There's being tables set out. There's a person here and a person here sitting at a table looking at each other. There's an X here. There's an L, an M. Emma. What else we got? There's an arrow up. There's an arrow going right. You're going upward and the right way. Upward and onward. There's a triangle here. There's a trine here. Someone might have a trine in their chart. Also looks like protection and to ward off negativity. There's an M right here. There's an, I feel like this is a little A, like a tiny little capital A. All right. What else? There's something Chinese writing or something. Why do I want to say that? It has some, I want to say chokure, but that's not what it is. It's a Chinese symbol. There's also a woman sitting down on a chair. This looks like a woman sitting down on a chair, but she's working out. There's someone working out here, like doing, I want to say squats or something. Maybe you're doing working out while you're listening to this. What else we got here? There's a symbol here of protection right here. Right here. Boo! This right here. I've seen this before, but I know where I've seen this before. It's in a book. There's also someone here sitting here just being free by themselves, like just in a natural type of way, like their hair. Someone might have like a big hairdo. Cute. All right, let's get started. Okay, that's what I got. That's a long intro, huh? Hang on, let me pause this and move it back. All right, let's do this. So, all right. I haven't used the Pokemon cards in a long time. You see my little Pokemon here? It's not mine. I'm borrowing it. All right. I'm here to do a reading for the collective. If it's yours, it's yours. If it's not, it's not. What do we got? We got the world here. Yeah. A protective new cycle coming. The strength, justice. All right. So we have the world. It's a protective new energy here, and these are little tiny white horses inside of this. There's also little animals that are upset, which is going to lead you to this devil card. I know it is. So with the strength card here, it's flying above, rising above, people that intentionally want to block your way. That's no longer going to be a problem. That's no longer going to be a reason to not do something. There's no longer going to be there. It's no longer going to affect your mind. It's not going to affect your mind. It's not going to affect your momentum. It's not going to affect your anything. This is justice here. This is something that is divinely guided. It's divine intervention. This is something that has been that the universe has been waiting for you to make a decision on. With the devil card here and the moon here, it's like you needed to reevaluate a lot of dark things. You needed to evaluate a lot of things that were devil-like energy in your life, things that were subconscious to you that you really were just suppressing and needed to bring to the light. There were things that you felt kind of trapped in, but also it wasn't you being trapped. It was just your subconscious mind, reevaluating things and taking you to a place that you needed to be to get clear, to move forward, to stay in that Empress energy, to stay on your throne, to stay on your, to be able to rise above without any conflict. With the Lovers card here, it's a divine union within itself. It's a divine union, facing yourself, looking at yourself, and facing that lower vibrational energy to make sure that you are still in this momentum of bringing the subconscious to consciousness. Like that's how we grow. With the Chariot card here, it's wiping away all that. When you move fast with a car, right, your hair is blowing in the wind, but it's also just kind of leaving that shit behind, leaving the things behind that make you feel as though you're in that low vibrational energy. Sometimes we do need to go down to come back up. That is life. Life is a roller coaster, depending if you feel it on the material plane, or if you feel it internally. That is something that we go through when we are growing, period. So don't feel like, whatever part of your journey you're on, it doesn't matter if someone's ahead of you. It doesn't matter if someone is behind you. It doesn't matter, as long you could relate to, if someone's behind you, you could relate to them. All my cards are upset. Okay. So with the World card here, there was some there was a shutdown. There was a shutdown. So like I said, I wasn't alone in how I was feeling and what I shared with you in the beginning of this video. That is part of the process. That is you being protected by Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. It's you being protected by God, by your auric field, by your energy, by your true, the pure heart of you. It is something that needed to happen in order for you to gain this new strength. You probably felt weak. You probably weren't communicating with people. I stopped communicating with certain people, but I also started communicating with different people. Well, not different people, meaning new people. I had more communication with other people in my life than I did with other people that I was, communicating with. So the people that were communicating with in the past, I wasn't communicating as much to whoever I'm communicating with now. So the scale is kind of doing this thingy. So you're going to feel a lot of strength coming back. You're going to feel a lot of your energy coming back. I can't just say it's just me. With the Ace of Pentacles here, I know it came out reverse. With the Ace of Pentacles here, okay, all right. So when it wanted to come out reverse and I put it upright, some people may have felt like it in the physical world, right? Which can also, it relates to our inner world, you know what I mean? So if you feel it on the outside world, you're going to feel it on the inside world. If you're feeling it on the inside, you're probably going to see it on the outside world. It's just a mirror. You're your own mirror right now. Yeah. So not dealing with, what the hell? Yeah, none of my cards are upright. I mean, none of my cards are reversed, but these are all coming out reversed. So there was a point that, okay, there's this Strength card, and it's when I turn the Ace of Pentacles upright. You may have a lot of material things, you may have a lot of money, but you're unhappy. There's people that are unhappy and they're showing that they're strong, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that are unhappy. Maybe indulging a lot in a lot of other things. Justice card with the Knight of Wands and the Lovers card here and the World again. And the Chariot. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, so, baby girl. All right, so with the Justice card here and the Chariot, no, Knight of Wands. With the Justice card here and the Knight of Wands, it is moving away from this energy here. Whether that's your energy, whether it was your energy, whether it's someone else's energy, it could be your past energy with other people, right? So, and other things in your life that like I said, you were talking to but stop communicating with, and you're starting to communicate with healthier people. That's what that is. Communicating more with healthier people, not unstable, unhappy, indulgent, non-communicative people, right? So with the Knight of Wands here and the World and the Lovers, again, it's a cycle that cycle okay, this is the cycle that's ending, and it's ending on God's will. It's ending it with the universe's energy, right? Because there's a Hierophant here. With the Justice card, the Knight of Wands, the World, and the Lovers, this is something that needed to happen in order for you to come in contact with yourself. I know I'm not looking at you guys, but I'm very, very focused right now. I'm just channeling them through this message, so hang in there with me. This is like still being protected. It's being in this world energy, but it's like letting one go and letting one begin, right? That's what this void of the moon is. I feel like it's void of the moon, void of the course moon, void of the course moon. Anyways, that's what this transition is. I feel like it's a transition, but it's also still with the world being in mind, right? With the Lovers card here at the bottom of this deck, and right here, this is the cycle of you coming into who you truly are and coming into what your lower shadow aspects are and bringing them to the light and moving them forward with you and celebrating with them, as opposed to hiding them, as opposed to being ashamed or being whatever. There's an Ace of Wands here and the Queen of Cups. So Ace of Wands, okay. I mean why did I say Ace of Wands? Why did I say Ace of Wands? Anyways, so I have the Moon card here with the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Cups. This is a very emotionally intelligent row right here. With the Moon card, it's the subconscious, bringing that subconsciousness with the communication to this world, like to the material world, to consciousness. With the Queen of Cups here, it's a very balanced, emotionally intelligent energy. Right here we have the Six of Wands. It's a victory. This is something that maybe people have been going through recently with this not losing, but letting go of that unhealthy energy and walking into a healthy cycle that you've been long, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Long overdue, been waiting for. And this is something that you have manifested through your heart chakra and through your consciousness that is coming very, very quickly to move forward with others. The Ten of Wands here is something that, I don't know why I just said that. The Ten of Wands with the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's not there anymore, but it wasn't even the Ten of Wands, it was the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, but I ended up shuffling. It's like walking away from that. You see how there's like a doorknob here? You see that doorknob right there? I don't know why it's there. It's obviously a secret passageway. This is something that we've closed the door on. Something that we've closed the door on. Okay. Did I say Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands is right here. This is something that we closed the door on. Dealing with emotionally inept people. I don't know why. I don't even use that word. Emotionally inept people. That just are sharp with their words, that have no remorse, that have no conscience, that have no taste, that are tacky, that are just, you know, people that you just don't associate with because of how rude and just ugly they come across, right? And it's like that right there, that cycle's over. Those people, those are the unhealthy people that you're no longer dealing with. Those are people who also don't know themselves. These are people who have walked away from a lot of things. I mean, these are people that you have walked away from a lot of times, and right now that door is shut. And you get what you give. So if those people are being whatever, come across rude or however, you give what you get. So there's no holding back here when it comes to, you know, it's the mirror. You want to be rude, let's be rude. This is how I'm reading this, right? With the Ace of Wands here. You want to be rude, let's be rude. Right back at you with the Ace of Wands here, burning up that sword, burning up those words that come out of your mouth, burning up that little group that you guys have to like bully other people or gang up on other people to make them feel less than what they are and to make them feel like they're incapable of doing things that they're way more capable of doing even better than other people do it. So with this Empress and the conflict card here, so there's some type of conflict that King of Pentacles is trying to have with an Empress energy here. With the Moon card and the Hermit was about already, right? With the Hermit card and the Devil here. With the Hermit card and the Devil here, so there is conflict with an Empress and a King of Pentacles. Did I say that? Yeah. King of Pentacles. With the Moon card here, there are things that are subconsciously going to be coming out with a lot of wisdom. And the Devil card here, there's going to be it's going to be a boring time for this Empress because this Empress is not involved in this energy. This Empress energy is not involved in this energy with the conflict and the King of Pentacles. There's something here in a contract that's not going to go through. There's something here in a contract that's not, I don't know why I even said that, because the Devil to me is also a contract, but it's like a negative contract. Over here we have the Hierophant. There's something here that some contract is not going to be going through only because there's energies here that are causing havoc for an Empress-like energy that's having a new beginning with the Lovers card here. So with the Lovers card and the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. So, wow, okay. My nose is ringing. Okay. So with the Lovers card here, in seeing yourself in this situation, whatever it is, however way you fit, right? With this Fool card here, it's either you're leaving part of you behind, which is a good thing. you're not abandoning it. You're not truly leaving it behind per se, but you are the actions of what it is you're leaving behind, but you're taking with you the knowledge that you learned from it, right? And with the Magician card here, this is a manifestation card. This is a manifestation card of the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very noble, honorable, like, this is a bee. So it's like, it's a bee. Look, sometimes we're bitches in fucking some people's stories. Sometimes we're the sweetest thing in the world. But let me tell you, if anybody has any part of me that's been a bitch, then you probably deserve it. You know, I mean, plain and simple. If you've been a part of anybody's life and you've been a bitch in their story, well, they probably deserved it. And if you've been nice to people and sweet to people, that's probably the energy that they're giving back. If someone gives you bitch energy, of course you're going to give bitch energy back, right? I mean, that's just how it goes now. Like, that's just it. Like, oh, it's like, you want to play, let's play. You know, that type of shit. But right here with the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles here, this Queen of Pentacles reminds me of the King of Pentacles. It is a noble person that is knowledgeable, very patient, and moves forward slowly. However, with the Hangman here, there's something very stable about this energy moving forward with the Page of Swords. It's putting two people in a situation that is in their head. So with the Page of Swords here, it's a couple people going in a journey in their head with their own actions, with their own words, with their own energy, with their own consequences to whatever actions they have took. And this Wheel of Fortune here, this Wheel of Fortune cuts that tie, makes that line. You see this thing with the thorns here? It's that line being drawn. This is that line being drawn right here with the Wheel of Fortune. You being free, you going on your own, you venturing out to do more, to get more out of life, to expand more, to grow more, to fucking fulfill your life more in a way that is not like this, right? Whether you've been like that, whether other people in your life have been like that, you've experienced that. It's not something that you want to keep in your life. So now you're just drawing that line and moving forward. And that's what's in the works right now. That's what's in the works right now for a lot of us. We just have to be patient, keep our plans to ourselves, and let the rest fall. Let the rest of the chips fall where they may. Because if you're on the good side of things, you don't have anything to worry about. If you're the one with no conscience and you be fucking people over for your gain and your whatever, then good luck to you. Okay, I wish you well. Yeah, but I don't wish you near me. But yeah, so I also got a new deck before, because I wanted to read last week, so I got a new deck, and it's called Celtic Magic. It's an oracle deck. I don't know what time it is. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Okay. Surprise. So it's a new dawn. It's a new day. Yeah. Hoo-wee. So a new day brings fresh opportunities. Seize the moment. It says elders' wisdom. Seek guidance from elders. Their experience is a beacon. Herbal potion. Create and heal. Your magic is potent. It says balance, cross. Seek harmony. Align your body, mind, and spirit. Ancient ruins. History holds wisdom. Learn from the past. Exactly. And it says standing stone, stability and endurance. Stand firm in your convictions. And it says wise owl. Seek knowledge. Wisdom comes from experience. Hearth fire. Home is your sanctuary. Create a space of warmth and love. A deep sea, dive deep into your emotions and let them guide you to the truth. Yeah. Inept, what emotionally inept is what I said. Steer clear. Steer clear, my dear, of emotionally inept people. What do we do? Okay, we're doing a spirit song. I really wish I knew the animals, like, I don't know, the animal meanings way better. I wish I did. I have to study, but. Oh, look at, we have the Nine of Shells and the Empress. It's gratitude and fulfillment, emotionally fulfilled. With the Empress card, it's beauty and abundance. It's being it's holding that energy of gratitude and appreciation for life itself, for people, for the dumbasses and for the smartasses, and for the people who we love and the people that we don't. You know what I mean? It says a shaman, divine wisdom and spiritual power. Yes, I call back my power. I call back my power from any energy, entity, realm, dimension, from anywhere that is fragmented. I call it back to me now. I call my energy. It is my energy. It is my divine energy given to me from this divine source creator, from my ancestors, from my passed on loved ones. I call my energy back to me now. I cut all ties with people and things, people, places, and things that don't deserve my energy, that don't want my energy, that don't need my energy. I call it back now. It is mine. I need that energy. I want my energy. I want my soul. I want my divinity. It is mine. No one else's. No one has the power to take it or pull on it or suck on it, or you can suck on it. Oh, you get real spicy, yeah. Suck on it. Suck it hard. Suck it hard. Yeah. Who we got 9 acorn here is power and perseverance. Yes, I wish all of you to persevere in life, to conquer life, to have victory, and to maintain your hope, and to maintain your optimism, and maintain your happiness and your joy and your appreciation, your gratitude for life and all living things. The Knight of Acorns is action and drive. Yes. Yes, I challenge you to grow. I challenge you to be who you want to be. I challenge you to do things that you would never normally do. I did that yesterday. I was kind of freaked out, but I fucking did it anyway. Who cares? Right? The worst someone can say is no. Yes, to have endurance, to have determination, to have the will to keep on going, to have faith, to have love, to have hope, to have happiness, to be joyful within yourself, to have that health, wealth, and happiness, to have that peace, love, and harmony within you. I pray. I pray. I did watch a stand-up comedy on, yesterday night. Oh God, she's funny, man, I'm telling you. Temperance, to have balance and harmony and joy, to have balance in your shadow and your light, to have balance in your yin and your yang, and your fucking dark and your light, and your not to be so look at Ace of Feathers here. Oops, look, this is a shadow. Or was the Ace of Feathers? No. Oh, there's love here. There's love here. There's always love here. Ace of Feathers. So it said mental clarity and foundation, self-empowerment and ambition. Yeah. Yes. All right. Anything else? What should we do? All right, give me one more minute. Hang on. I'm going to do one more thing. Boop, boop, boop. Hang on, waiting to go around. Sorry. Hi, BBQ. Tired, huh? All right, so I'm gonna pull how many? 2 or 3. Okay. All right. Oopsie. Whatever. All right. 1. Oh, look at that. Wait, no. No. There we go. 2, 3. All right. All right. Here we go. So we have 65. We have 56. Is it? Ooh. I like that one. We have 2. And then we'll do 3. All right. Excuse-moi. Perdóname. So we have the breaking. Here, let me get closer to ya. Okay. Hold up. So we have the breaking. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it all. There is not so much to be understood, but the simplicity doesn't mean it is easy to endure. You may worry about worry that you are going too far. You may not recover or ever come back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm at best. So take the rest if you need it. The divine, then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your truth. Become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have a broken heart so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger, despair, or frustration you may feel, you are being pulled apart, not by dark forces, but by the loving embrace of the divine. I'm gonna cry. As it strips you of that which you could keep you from your divine realization. Let go and break. It's going to be the making of you. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. Damn. The dance of the planets, it says, there are forces larger than your own personal destiny at work in your life right now. Although they are not inharmonious to you, you may feel as though you are being blocked from, or on the other hand, rocketed towards the heavens on a roll that nothing can derail. Either way, the planets are dancing as they will, and there is an effect. Dancing as they will, and there is an effect upon your destiny. It was meant to be at this time. From rising, there will be a gentle rest to recover before rising again, and the restraint there will be propulsion into greater stratospheres. All things in time according to the wisdom of greater cycles. It is okay to trust the cosmic cycles and divine timing. After all, what point is there to rush to the bus stop if the bus doesn't depart until tomorrow? And what point is there to hold back if you're already set and to go? Trust the timing and the rhythm of your life now, especially if it seems out of your control. That is the dance of the planets happening through you. This oracle brings a message. Pray that the planetary forces funnel blessings and grace and unconditional love, mercy, and joy to you now, that their movements through your life may happen in such a way that you can make the most of it. These are times when big shifts are possible, supported by cosmic movements. So pray for grace and then enjoy the ride. In those days, time was ours. We walked in the rain and held each other's hands. Your lips warm against my skin and your soul melting into mine as night becomes morning amongst the cobblestone walks of now forgotten places we called ours. Anyways, it says, within nothing there is everything. From a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. You are sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being. With every inner desire, with every whispered wish, the universe receives you, your yearning and your aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as manifestation in your life. What is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, and speak through your truth. Speak your heart truth aloud to the loving universe and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. This oracle brings you a message. Something that you want is on the way to you. It may seem to be coming out of nowhere, no sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it is coming to you anyway. It is spiritual law that you cannot be denied the manifestation of your heart desires. Trust and remain open to the tide of universal love rushing towards you, swelling within you now. The wind moves gently through the trees, water flows, life's song calls quietly. How beautiful! And then number 3, it says, burning hero. From the transformative fires of life tests, you emerge now, stronger in self-belief, overcoming self-doubt and fear, and shedding the layers that you have held you back from burning as a naked flame of divine love. Can you perceive the coolness fast approaching to soothe your fiery, weary soul? Peace is coming to you now, a respite from the fire. Before you are ready to burn into love again, the intensity of fire exists in relationship to cool serenity, and you are capable of experiencing both. It says your inner fire has pushed you forward and your creative self-expression will manifest into the most beautiful forms. This is assured. You burn bright now, and yet it will be the cooling of your soul embers that replenishes you and inspires you to create new depths and heights in due time. This oracle brings you a message. From the heat of your labor, sweet success will arise, and you can act now as if the success has already been made manifest. It is only a matter of time before it is so. From that success, new levels of experience and creative manifestation will take place. You are a powerful, creative cycle of intensity and serenity, dancing with each other through your heart. Like the sweet relationship of day and night. Oh my God. This cycle yields great harvest. Offer yourself in contribution to the greater good, and your harvest will not only be of earthly delight, but of heavenly blessings too. Always feeling your love in every cell of my being. I open my soul, becoming one in your embrace. How rich the moments shared. I savor every one. And even when apart, your love envelops me. When knowing we are complete, together a new day we are born. I wish all your manifestations come to life. And I hope you enjoy them and live them out to its fullest potential. My name is Delana. Thank you guys for being here at Edward Revolution. That's all I got. That's all I have. I wish you health, wealth, and happiness, peace, love, and harmony. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your well wishes. I appreciate you. And I thank you again for being here. Health, wealth, and happiness, peace, love, and harmony. live long and prosperous. We're the divine. No, I always say that. We're the human and the divine intertwine. Bye, guys.